The crossing of the Red Sea is one of the most dramatic events in the book of Exodus, marking the Israelites' final escape from Egyptian captivity. After a long period of slavery, the Israelites, led by Moses, were finally allowed to leave Egypt following a series of devastating plagues sent by God to persuade Pharaoh. But soon after they departed, Pharaoh regretted his decision and assembled his chariots and armies to pursue them, intending to bring them back. The Israelites had journeyed to the edge of the Red Sea and were camping by the shore. They could see the vast expanse of water stretching before them, a seemingly insurmountable barrier, and behind them, Pharaoh's chariots were fast approaching. The people grew fearful and began to despair, crying out to Moses, accusing him of leading them to their deaths in the wilderness. "Were there not enough graves in Egypt that you have brought us out here to die?" they asked. But Moses stood firm and reassured the people, saying, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still." Then, in the quiet of that tense moment, God spoke to Moses, instructing him to raise his staff and stretch out his hand over the sea to divide the waters. Moses lifted his staff, and a powerful east wind began to blow. Slowly, miraculously, the waters parted, creating two towering walls on either side, with a dry path through the sea in between. The seabed was exposed, and an open passageway appeared, stretching to the opposite shore. The Israelites entered the path, crossing on dry ground, guided by a pillar of cloud that moved behind them to shield them from the Egyptian army. The cloud cast darkness over the Egyptians and light upon the Israelites, allowing them safe passage through the night. As dawn approached, the Egyptian chariots and soldiers surged forward, entering the dry seabed in hot pursuit. But as they reached the middle, confusion overtook them. Their chariot wheels jammed, and they struggled to move forward. Realizing they were up against divine power, the Egyptians began to panic, exclaiming, "Let us flee from the Israelites. The Lord is fighting for them against Egypt." But it was too late. God then instructed Moses to stretch his hand over the sea again. As he did so, the walls of water collapsed with a mighty rush, crashing down upon the Egyptians. Pharaoh's army was engulfed by the surging waters, chariots and all, and they were swept away by the sea. Not a single soldier survived. When the waters settled and the dawn broke, the Israelites looked back and saw the bodies of the Egyptians washed up along the shore. They realized fully the miracle that had saved them and the fate of their pursuers. Awe and gratitude filled their hearts, and they broke into a song of praise to God, led by Moses' sister, Miriam, who took up a tambourine and led the women in singing and dancing. "Sing to the Lord," they sang, "for he is highly exalted. The horse and its rider he has hurled into the sea." Thus, the crossing of the Red Sea became a defining moment in the story of the Israelites, a powerful symbol of liberation and a testament to their faith. They were no longer slaves but a free people, journeying toward the land promised to their ancestors.